dancing, don't ask why. Recycle rockets block the sky. The stars are lead girlfriends, AI's hearts go out to you and I. And all the cyber trucks will fry. Turns out he packed this orange guy. Flamethrower feeds the Falcon thrust. Now we're all breathing Elon's mud. Named a spit capture code. He's building tunnels under roads. Neural lace in every skull. The woke mind virus, time to go. AI and his rays are young. To meme or not, you know which one. He tweets a thought, the markets cry. Gaming feats, now that's a lie. Optimus knows kung fu trust. We all ascend through Elon's thrust. Cities home on Martian shores. Robo bros do all the chores. Tunnels hum like sacred veins. Human dreams and solar chains. He's late again, but time's a myth. He bought the moon and exits glyph. The richest clown, the rocket's cuss. What's that smell? It's Elon's Musk. Cat girls code in zero G. They worship memes religiously. The sky's a grid of Starlink threads. GPUs crammed in our heads. He has a vision, man, really cooks. Brock, imagine how sick this looks. It's looking like the budget's toast. The Epstein files are just a ghost. That old non-profit closed. AI leaving Elon high and dry. He sold his house but bought the sun for 20 trillion. Starships run enough to fight the Zuckerberg, Sam Altman and his Ghibli horde. So go get chipped, it's just a plus. If Elon said we surely must. Now breed, you fools, or we'll all die. Just salute and let the tism fly. The sky for Kardashev, we gotta try. It smells just like first principles, with politics that push and pulls before we reach the human dust. Come take a whiff of Elon's musk.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Jeremy Wormy. I'm back with this job. I'm back. We're here. Static's queer. And we're heading forward. That's right. Now, listen, I have a stream title that the internet provides because, guys, I didn't stream. Well, okay, we streamed Friday. We streamed Saturday, but I didn't really cover much of the news. I was letting it kind of build up a little bit, and my God, am I happy for that. I am so happy because I got stuff to talk about. I got stuff to talk about, and we're gonna do it because we got Cuba. We get to talk about Cuba and a flotilla of Act Blue activists going to Cuba to give like a couple $100,000 worth of aid to the Cuban people. It definitely got to the Cuban people, guys. Ignore the fact that government officials took the aid. It got to the people. It got to the people. We'll talk about that and some of the funnier aspects of all that. It's weird. It's weird laughing at that. It's really weird laughing at that whole flotilla Cuba situation, because like there's serious shit going on with Cuba that we should be addressing, but at the same time, when commies do retarded shit, you have to laugh. What else is there to do but laugh? So we'll talk about that. What else do I got? What else? Oh yeah, we got the Moana. Oh, I kept wanting to say Momoa. Moana. We got the Moana live action teaser, which, what the hell? Starfleet. We got some Starfleet news. I got some stuff on Crimson Desert. We'll try to hit that. I have another clip I want to react to tonight, because I've been hearing about this drama with this dude called BB No Money. So we will react to that, because I'm aware of who BB No Money is a little bit, just a little bit, because he's made a music video with fuck, what was his name? What was its name? I think it was Iron Mouse. That's who it was. I've seen like the Iron Mouse, his music video that he made with Iron Mouse. So we will talk a little bit about that, because I'm curious about this BB No Money stuff. I know, again, also, dude has a really gay ass name. Like a really gay name. No, I don't want that one. Where's the video? Is this? No, I don't want that one. Here, give me a second. I had a video. I don't want that one. I want... Let's go with this one. Let's go with this. This is from 2 days. Give me a second. Here. You know what? Why don't we... Here, we're not going to start with that. We're not going to start with the BB No Money stuff, because I want to do that one. What we are going to start... Oh, wait. We also got anal violence. We got anal violence. He's back in the news, because I will not call him a she. He's back in the news. And we got stuff with that content. We got some things to talk about there, because oh boy, he angry at another VTuber. Not like said VTuber you try to cancel their entire company for being transphobic, but yes, he angry. He angry, and the usual suspects are coming out to defend him. What else do we got? What else do we got? Hey, here, you know what? I'll do this. I was in the Discord just before stream. This is just a little primer, okay? This is a little primer, because again, the internet provides. It always gives you something to laugh at. Chicago Mayor Johnson, we can't jail our way out of violent crime. It's racist. Let's see what he actually said. There's no way he actually said that it's racist. There's no way. Let's see what he had to say.
We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that, and we've ended up with the largest prison population in the world.
Is that also why you were known as Chirac?
Without solving the problems of crime and violence. The addiction on jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
I'm just gonna say this. I think if you're a violent criminal, you go to jail. We lock the door and we don't let you out. We could do a 3-strike policy, but we've seen it over throughout all of human society right now. Primarily, I think it's Javier Milei. Is it Milei? Is it Javier Milei that I'm thinking of? The dude that just went into his country and just locked up all the gangs? Yeah, that country is pretty good. Is that Argentina? I think that was Argentina. I might be getting the wrong country here and the wrong people, but I'm pretty sure that's Argentina, that they just went in there, locked up all the gangs, and now the world, like the whole country's better. So I'm pretty sure we can. But when I heard this, all I thought of was this clip. This is legitimately all I thought of when I heard the it's racist to lock up violent criminals. All I thought was this.
And the other thing we should do is we should challenge these students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Poor kids are just as talented and just as bright as white kids. It's the unintentional racisms. They're being racist without you realizing they're being racist. And then they just come out and say the racist part out loud. And it's like, you are trying to go in a different direction than where you are. You were trying to do something completely different than what you ended up doing. And you just exposed yourself. I love it. I love watching retards go out there and try to act smart. It always makes my day. It always makes my day. But we have another thing. Another dumb. Holy shit, dumb. Tucker Carlson is not pro-America. That's what I'm going to say right real quick. Not only does he hate our orange man, okay, our great orange king. Not only that, he's now out here just blatantly saying like frickin' Middle East propaganda, like the biggest propaganda out there. This is going around right now because I guess this happened today. Tucker, there's not a single Western city that's thriving. Sharia law has made Islamic societies more advanced than the West. Excuse me? Excuse me? If you're talking about Saudi Arabia, the reason that Saudi Arabia is where it is today is because they embraced a lot of Western culture and Western ideals. Yes, they're not perfect. Yes, they still have their own shit going on over there. But a lot of it is because they became very friendly with the West. But let's see. What did he have? What is his point?
I travel so much.
Here, I'm going to make sure
that I see it. There's not a single Western city that's thriving. And they're all degrading in exactly the same way.
What do you mean by that? Because I'm pretty sure Orlando's doing pretty well. There's areas throughout Texas that are doing marginally okay, depending on where you are at. Austin is Austin, but I was seeing Dallas today was taking down, the Pride crosswalks. So, yeah, I think it's mainly where you're looking at. But okay, let's keep going.
A lot of it just a moral decay. Or is it actually true from everything?
It's a lot of things, but it's self-hatred. Every city.
Crazy.
Every European city, every American city. It's just what people lose their will to live, their will to pass on their culture, their values, their religion to their children, their will to have children. It's all gone.
Okay.
I mean, it's not gone with everybody, but I mean, in the cities, you really see it. It's like the people who built this are long gone, and their descendants have fled, and they don't care.
Okay, real quick. You were talking about even European cities and stuff like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pierce, but doesn't London have a certain demographic that's making its way in? Isn't London being overtaken with a certain thought process and religious belief structure? Weren't you advocating against that shit just a few months ago? Yes and yes.
Enough to keep it going. There's just a lack of self-respect that is disgusting to me, and I have contempt for it. It doesn't bother me to be hated. What really bothers me is when people hate themselves. If you hate if you hate yourself, how are you going to treat me?
That's correct.
Oh man, I don't like it. So
I don't. If you hate yourself, how are you going to treat me? I feel like he's trying to be very smart and intuitive and very thought-provoking right now. And all I'm thinking is, dude, you sound retarded. You would probably sound smarter if you were high.
I notice it because I travel outside the Western world, the white world. I'll just be honest, the white world.
Right.
I travel a lot in the Middle East. It's amazing. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. I'm not Muslim, obviously. In fact, I'm like a Christian, flat out Christian. And my ancestors are from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And So I have nothing in common on that level with the Gulf. But you go to the Gulf and it's incredible to be.
It's incredible because of how much money they have, and then doing law and order. It's not because of what you're about to take this. They're very strict on their law and order in the Gulf, and it's beautiful and vibrant because of the oil. All that oil they have there. Because if you take your same mentality, which you're about to do, apply it to areas like Afghanistan. How's Afghanistan doing, buddy? Let's apply it to another area, Gaza. Oh, well, you'll just blame Israel for the Gaza and the West Bank and all that stuff. Okay. I'll see that. I'll see that point. Iraq. Oh, well, you'll blame America for Iraq. How's Iran? Well, we'll get into that. Prior to us doing what we're doing now, how's Iran?
In a place that has
How's Pakistan?
pride in itself, that believes
Correct.
in its religion and culture, that thinks we're onto something, and this is great. Look at what we're doing. We're really proud of this. Those people are happy. They're welcoming of others. They're tolerant of diversity.
Not very much, but again, the Gulf countries, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, they're vibrant because of money and law and order. Remember that. They are very rich with oil. That is how they're able to do a lot of the stuff, and they're very accepting of Western culture and Western ideals. Because they're a very different breed of Islam.
We always talk about
Right.
tolerant of diversity. There's none of that here. Are you kidding? All the whites, we love black people. Then
No,
they run and
no,
move
they
to Bozeman because there are no black people.
Absolutely. Send their
Well,
kid
that's
to the
liberals.
They hate diversity.
They hate it.
And
Yeah.
our version of it isn't working at all.
No.
Like,
Well, you're talking about liberal tards, but okay.
at all. So, but you go to a country like Japan or the Emirates or Qatar.
Japan, again, law and order, very homogenous. They benefit themselves and they work on themselves. So there's issues with Japan, but it's not the same. Again, rich nation, law and order. That's what you're noticing. It's Japan doesn't have Sharia law. Japan's very honor-based. Now, Japan has a lot of other issues, predominantly with their birth rates, and also a very strict and stringent bureaucratic system within their government that is not very beneficial, but that's other discussions.
Or Saudi Arabia, and you see that when people are self-confident, when they're really pleased with what they're doing and they believe that their system is the right system, that self-confidence results in a kind of welcoming attitude.
You see, here's the problem with what you just said there. You threw Japan into the mix in all this. Listen, I love me Japan. I think Japan is a very well-run country. I think it is a good system over there. It's not great. Through their honor system and through this mentality of constantly working, doesn't matter if you're working good, it's just working, period, end of discussion, constantly working. People have been working themselves to death. They have a very strict work system that it actually prides you on working, and it gives you social status based on working. Again, doesn't mean you're doing good work. It just means that you're working. And it's gotten to the point that their birth rates are low because people are just constantly working. They pride that over everything else. That has actually come with some serious negative ramifications. And I can say this because of Japan, and look at my weep shit. Look at my weep shit. Of course I could say this shit.
So you'll be sitting at dinner in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and you'll say, I'm really kind of pro Jesus, like I'm a Christian. They'll be like, oh, that's so great.
And they don't have the same.
Well, they mean it.
And they don't have the same belief.
No, they're
in some cases.
Muslims.
They're Muslims.
It's a country
yeah.
governed by Sharia law.
Right.
I mean, and
We need Tucker to get looked over. We need Tucker to get looked over. Like his laughter is terrifying to me.
They're like, that's great.
Good for you. Yeah.
It's great. And you notice like in ISIS or Al-Qaeda or like the Muslim extremists, they're all from like collapsed, pathetic societies dominated by colonial powers.
No. No. They're from extremist factions of Sharia law. It is not colonialism. Colonialism did not do this. It's not because of us. I'm sorry. Colonials didn't make the frickin' what were they? What were they? The pirates. Barbaries. The colonials didn't cause the Barbary pirates. That was not the colonials. Are you insane? Are you a nutcase? Holy shit, what the fuck?
They've been degraded, and that's why they're so angry.
No.
Right? So there's something about being degraded that turns you into a violent nutcase extremist. You're seeing a lot of violent nutcase extremists in our country. Not surprising, because the country's being degraded.
Correct.
So in a country with self-confidence, people are tolerant and open-minded and happy. And in a country where people are told to hate themselves, they...
Again, to this notion of like this Sharia law, and all this, like, it's not Sharia law, it's law and order. It is benefiting yourself and having pride in your country. This notion, though, that Sharia law is the answer, or what you're trying to get about with all this. London exists right now. It looks like a third world country. Like, London is the counterpoint to what it is that you're laying out here. Even parts of America. Do we want to talk about Dearborn, Michigan? Do we want to? Because if we want to, we can. I'm pretty sure Dearborn, Michigan ain't looking too good right now. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm pretty sure about that. There's parts of Texas that are being invaded with this ideology. There's no benefit to this. And when to this notion that all the extremists are coming from like these crappy countries and stuff like that. Here's images of Iran, because I brought up Iran earlier, pre takeover of the IRGC, then Sharia law came in. Well, I have this right here. It loads up. Why is it not loading? What? Here's pre-IRGC, post-IRGC, pre-IRGC, post-IRGC. Here's this picture of like other women like before Islam and after Islam. You can see India, Bosnia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, UAE, Yemen, Egypt, Pakistan, Iran, Somalia, well, Malaysia. Hell, Malaysia's the worst one because Asian ladies are just beautiful. Asians are just beautiful. Let's be real. But this is all just debunking your whole entire belief that it's the ideology. No, it's law and order. Having strong law and order equates to a better human society. Strong law and order makes it so that people have the belief structure that they can actually go out and do something. If you do not benefit the people, if you aren't out there actually protecting your citizens and saying that they would have their rights protected at all times, people don't want to go out there and do stuff. Law and order is the key to all that. Without it, you don't have a society, it all crumbles. But okay, then let's move on. I just wanted to get those little things out of the way fast because they were quick hits. You know what? What do we want to start off with? Okay, what do we want to start off with? You know, I haven't actually. Nah, I don't want to address. I mean, I could address. You know what? I won't. If it goes any further, I will. But why don't we? I want to get into the BB no money stuff. I really want to react to this because I've been hearing like some of the stuff that's been going on with BB no money. Like some of it, it's a little wonky. all things considered, because a lot of what's been going on with BB No Money, I haven't fully been like following. So one of the things I knew, for those of you who aren't aware of who BB No Money is, here, let me pull this up first. Let me pull this up. And I'm just gonna do this more as an example, not an outright like, hey, I'm gonna play this dude's video. But BB No Money, Iron Mouse. This is just for you guys to know like who it is that I'm talking about. 1-800 featuring Iron Mouse. And again, I'm not gonna play the song, but he did a song. How long ago did he do this song, actually, now that I'm looking at it? About a year ago, actually, almost a year ago, a little under a year ago. But he did a song with Iron Mouse called 1-800, and it's you know, it's a fun little song. It's not something I'm gonna go like, oh my god, it's a brilliant song, it's wonderful, it's awesome. Because honestly, it's just stereotypical rap music. It's like your standard rap song. It's just interesting because like Iron Mouse is actually in the song herself. There's like little bits and bops of Iron Mouse being in it. She helps sing the song. It's okay. Nothing to write home about, really. It's just so fine. He's just a Canadian rapper. But he's been under some controversy right now. Now, the small little bits that I am aware of some of this controversy, he likes to make artwork. He has a lot of art videos as well. Not him making artwork, but for his music videos, he'll do like art. He'll commission art. He'll put VTubers within his videos and stuff like that. And it started coming out that he wasn't paying his artists for all the work that they were doing. He wasn't paying them. He always said that he would benefit like all these smaller artists. He always works with these smaller artists to do the stuff. And then it started showing up that no, he actually wasn't paying them at all. He wasn't helping them out. And it's just spiraled from there to wherever we are now. So that's why I have this longer video pulled up. It's 18 minutes and 30 seconds long. But I thought we would check this out predominantly because I'm really curious of how this has been progressing since the last time I looked at it. So here's this video. It is called The BB No Money Situation Is, and it is messy. It's from Pyro Live, but let's see what is this. By the way, I don't like how you're sitting in that chair, buddy, but okay.
The BB No Money situation is crazy, insane, whatever. I'm gonna title the video. But the internet is really split on him. I mean, they have been for quite a while, but now I feel it's definitely reached a boiling point. Now, usually with the more recent Power Live videos, I tend to split them up into different...
I really don't care, but I just know that there's drama going on here. I want to get into the drama. Let's get into the drama, buddy.
Different stories. This will only be about BB No Money because it feels a little bit out of touch to talk about some serious things and then do a segue and talk about the balloon version of Tung 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 Sahur. Now, BB No Money is a rapper.
I wish I didn't. What the hell?
Rapper who's incredibly popular at the minute. He's actually doing his networking in a way that a lot of people haven't seen before. Most people, they get kind of a record deal, they get themselves plastered onto billboards. BB No Money does it in a different way. He actually does it on the ground level, usually through Twitter, commissioning artists, doing viral TikTok trends. But he's had
I mean, he is like that's what I've known him for, is, you know, like the ground level, doing the TikTok trends, doing all that stuff. Working with people like Iron Mouse. I think one of his videos, he has Bao the Whale in it. I don't know if she sang a song with him, but I know her model at least looked to be in it. So like he does a lot of that stuff. And you could see like some of these examples. If I go back a little bit, well, there's the TikTok trend, obviously. And that is a Leon Kennedy right there. I wish I never saw. I really do wish I never saw that. But I'm trying to get, like, he's there with Moist Critical and all that. So I'm trying to, come on. I hate when YouTube does this. I want to get that shot of him with Moist Critical. Oh, here it is. You have Moist right here, just help him out.
Or most people, they get...
Oh, god damn it. Just what, I want the thing real quick. See, he's sitting with Moist. This is all, like, this helps him. This is actually beneficial. Prominent rapper, going around with a prominent creator, even if they're both tards. It is what it is.
People, they get kind of a record deal, they get themselves plastered onto billboards. BB No Money does it in a different way. He actually does it on the ground level, usually through Twitter, commissioning artists, doing viral TikTok trends. But he's had a lot of accusations against him recently, like, for example, mistreating artists, copying a cosplayer's content.
I don't like. I was hearing about the copy. I knew about the not paying, and again, screw X. I want to. You're going way too fast with this, buddy. You're going way too fast with this. What I'm gonna suggest, because I know you're trying to hit these points and then move on. What I would suggest is just keep those screenshots unless you're gonna hit them again later here.
He's had a lot of accusations against him recently, like, for example, mistreating.
For the record, if you're a not safe for work artist, don't collab with him. He claimed he could only afford 50% of my rate for animation. Claimed he loved the animation, but refused to post or retweet it after realizing 3 months later that I was a not safe for work artist, even though I said multiple times that I was. Instead, only leaving a comment under my post, even though he posts directly or retweets other artists. Then when I tried to communicate about it with him, he ghosted completely. Ooh. I hope we get more into this.
Artists copying a cosplayer's content.
I don't know if it's copying. I don't know. I'm curious about that.
Among other things as well, which I will get into. I mean, I'll be honest, I really didn't even hear about this drama. The only reason I did is because I posted myself doing a Leon cosplay from years ago that I just reused because Resident Evil 9 came out. And someone quote tweeted it saying, well, it was better than the BB No Money cosplay at least.
Oh, God. I saw this going around the internet over the weekend. This was terrifying. This picture in and of itself. You know what? Screw it. I need to screenshot this. This picture is pure evil. It is not good. It is not awesome. This is terrifying to look at. It's peering into your soul.
Now, recently, BB No Money has been commissioning a lot of artists to make animations of his song. This was basically a transactional thing. Okay, my song gets to look really good. And then also, hopefully, the artist gets paid what they're worth and then also gets some exposure. Now, him and his team did do a promotional campaign for Come to Brazil. And this is where he commissioned 100 artists.
Why name a song Come to Brazil? Why?
To make animations to the song. Okay. He's also been very vocal against AI art slop, posting a video to like one of his songs saying me on my way to fight AI slop and commission every real artist. And this
I mean, I saw that clip. It was pretty cringe. Like, I'm fine with AI art, obviously. I react to Skybros for crying out loud. I have no problem with it, but it's super cringe at how a lot of people get over AI art. Like it's next level. Like that little clip there, I saw it when it first came out. He's doing this tough guy attitude when all I've ever seen of him is being, well, very flamboyant.
This is when I think there was a little bit of a turn. I mean, honestly, I've noticed the BB No Money hate for quite a while. If you look at certain pockets of the internet, certain comment sections, you'll see it everywhere. I feel that we're in an era now where the only way to actually properly blow up is through short form content. And this is where the first accusation came up because an artist quote tweeted his post, basically saying, if you're an NSFW artist, don't collaborate with the guy. He claimed he could only afford half of my animation rate and also apparently refused to post or even retweet the animation after finding out they're an NSFW artist, even though apparently BB was already told that.
I mean, it would be easy to even figure out if he's an NSFW artist. You just look at their thing, they'll end up saying usually in the bio, I'm an NSFW artist. If this dude is also working alongside with BB No Money, more than likely he's going to be saying, hey, I'm an NSFW artist. This is what I do. And if you were aware of this all the time, you should do your part, which is the retweeting, which is the commenting, which is the liking, which is trying to push it out there because you commissioned it. They're trying to show off what they did for you. That's their way of actually getting like promotion is from you, and you're not holding up your end of the bargain. At the same time, you're only paying them 50%. You're a big time content creator right now. You make a lot of apparently hit songs. I say apparently because I've only heard one of your songs and I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to more because it's not really my cup of tea, but okay.
they were. And then when the artist tried to communicate with him, they were ghosted completely. He also attached 2 screenshots of DMs that he had with BB No Money's social media manager, April, after he posted the animation and didn't hear anything about them, and BB No Money reposting it. So in the messages, he says that BB is going to interact with the post, but now apparently
so I really believe on open and honest communication. So when you told me that Alex is gonna interact with my post and all I see is that he's unfollowed me, it leaves me very confused. Wait, you unfollowed him too? You unfollowed the bro after he made your anime? That is stupid. Why would you do, why are you the way that you are? Why are you the way that you are right now? What the hell?
He completely unfollowed him, saying that he responded only positively and apparently knew from the beginning that he was an NSFW artist the entire time. And also, when he was only offered half of the rate, he didn't actually try to argue with it because he thought that the exposure would actually propel, you know, the career forward, I guess.
It kind of would. It wouldn't do it a whole lot. It would help out a little bit. But you should always don't compromise on your rates. Always get that money. This is your rate. Don't compromise, okay? It doesn't matter if it's potentially, hey, you're going to get a boost here or there. You should still stick by it. Whoever said artists were good at doing business. Jesus Christ.
He also said that he knows that he should not ever work for exposure because that is a literal meme in the commission community. Like you say to someone, hey, what's your rate? $70. Okay, but would you do it for exposure? That means I get it for free. But basically said that BB, or Alex, as I might refer to him throughout this video, his public anti-AI stance made him think it was a good opportunity to show that NSFW artists can do more than just NSFW. He then reached out to April again and is basically confused and asked like what he did wrong. And then 2 days later, he followed up saying that he's really disappointed that BB only left a comment instead of retweeting like he did with the other animations. And then in the other screenshot, he asks about BB No Money unfollowing him despite liking the animation. And April responds saying that Alex apparently didn't realize that he was an NSFW artist.
Bullshit. Bullshit. There's no way you didn't realize they were an NSFW artist. You would have had to actually have this conversation, look at their bio, look at the information. He probably told you, I'm an NSFW artist. Is it okay? Are you going to do this? That's bullshit. Simultaneously, you made the deal. You made the agreement. You would do this stuff. You reneged. That's on you. You were part of this. It's not his fault that you didn't do your due diligence. You need to be a part of that. You need to retweet and give him the exposure you promised him to do. Again, this is why you never compromise and try to cut your rates at all with these people. You should have been a part of that the entire time. The fact that you didn't do that, though, Alex or whatever the hell your name is, that's scummy behavior and should be called the fuck out.
And then he kept getting new art in his feed after he followed Slade. She said that he was one of BB No Money's favorite artists of the bunch, and she understands his frustration.
Wait. So if the NSFW artist is the favorite artist, and yet he's still reneging on it and treating him like garbage, what the fuck? None of that makes sense. Why would you unfollow them? Wait, but you made my favorite art. Therefore, I'm going to unfollow you? That makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. That looks stupid. It sounds idiotic. Oh, he is Canadian.
Whatever that can mean. Now, in the second image, he's also saying that he's willing to lower the amount than his usual $700 rate, saying that he's happy to work on something that isn't. And then she says the most she can do is $350 because they're commissioning 100 artists. He then replied to someone asking if he was already paid. He did clarify and say that he was paid, but it wasn't about the money. It was more about the feeling of being disrespected and ghosted. He also replied showing us
that is fair. It is all about, the disrespect. The disrespect. You weren't a part. You had a deal laid out. You needed to follow through with that deal, and you chose not to do it. And then we have this. Hello, what's your typical for commission?
Screenshot of a direct conversation with BB No Money where he actually said that he'll repost and engage with his video as part of a MFN deal. An MFN deal is basically words for this like contractual clause that pretty much means equal treatment for all the parties involved. Now, he made a reply posting more of the DMs with BB, even, saying that at the very beginning, he did clarify that he was a artist. His first message basically saying, I can animate more than if you wanted to discuss that. And then 2 days later, the artist posted.
So there's no way that BB did not know this. There's no way in hell BB did not know this. This is insane.
Did a screenshot basically showing a DM that he sent to BB No Money, saying that BB actually reached out, apologized, and offered to pay him. That's been interpreted as paying him off, essentially paying the full rate, not the discounted rate. But then he said, you know, I'm not really interested in the money or the recognition. He just wanted him to publicly acknowledge the situation and then apologize to the NSFW community. There's also a post where,
which is fair, and it does kind of look. I don't think it's gonna be paying off. It doesn't. It's probably not paying off, as in like, hey, I'm paying you to shut the hell up. It's probably was like a genuine move that, hey, I'm coming out here. I screwed up. I screwed up personally. I should be a part of this. I should have never reneged on the deal. It's too late now to do the retweets and all that. Can I pay you the full amount that your actual commission rate is? That's probably what it really was, and not trying to silence him, but it is too late. The damage is done. You now need to apologize properly to everybody and be like, hey, you really fucked up here.
he's like implying possible plans to make revenge of BB No Money. Also, this is completely unrelated, but going down this rabbit hole was insane. Like, going through this guy's Twitter account, I actually found some posts that he's apparently related to, of all people, Andrew Tate, posting
What?
some supposed family pictures together, as well as messages about his family asking him to fly out to Romania with them. There were other artists that spoke out as well, like, for example, Ray Same. I really hope I'm saying that name right. I do not want another Metro's Booming Track moment. They made a series of tweets talking about commissioning a big artist, but they wouldn't actually name who it was, saying that they only offered him $100 as thanks for an animation. Also, English isn't the guy's first language, so that's why some of it comes across as a little bit disjointed. He said that this was his first time getting commissioned, and BB No Money's team didn't discuss payment with him until the animation was done, which is, I have never known a scenario where payment is talked about afterwards.
I'm going to need some receipts for that one. And I get it. The dude doesn't speak English as his first language. I'm going to need a lot of receipts to back that one up. That just sounds deranged.
To completion, and it goes well. This could be bad for the artist because they feel that their work is really underappreciated, but also what a lot of people don't look into, this could be really bad for the person commissioning because they could be absolutely stun-locked by not knowing of such an insane price.
Well, yeah, but I mean, again, it would be BB No Money. He should have enough money to actually cover a lot of this stuff. He's the one going out there to do all these commissions, and again, he makes a lot of money just with his music and songs, so he should be able to afford it. Simultaneously, yes, don't make these deals beforehand, not after. After is always bad because you can end up being stuck with thousands of dollars worth of art that you can't actually pay for, even though you commissioned the person. God, commissioning art is always annoying. It is. And listen, the people that I commission a lot of stuff for, they're always good with me. By the way, I pay one. That's besides the point. Like, they've always worked hand in hand with me. I've always benefited with them. They're always great people, but at the same time, like, it is still annoying to actually have to do the commissions and lay that all out. I'm not a fan of having to commission anything just because I'm that kind of guy that is not good at it.
This is the basics with commissioning art. You really need to get this stuff sorted before anything takes place. A lot of artists usually do a really good job, like a pinned tweet or something, showing like their prices, you know, that kind of thing, so you can gauge.
What you should, you should do that. And anybody that ever says that that's a bad idea to tell people publicly what your commission rate is, those people are deranged.
But again, it's like, you could literally just ask. And then apparently his friends told him that, hey, you're probably being underpaid a little bit here. He actually asked for a pay increase. And they then raised it to $150, which he says, in retrospect, now feels very underpriced. And then someone replied saying, hey, is this BB No Money? Because he does reach out to a lot of artists, and usually his price range is $100. And then he replied, pretty much just saying, yeah, it is him. And then another artist also said that they were commissioned for the same project as Slade, and was really upset to realize that apparently the only interactions with animations were the ones that did numbers. Slade also posted a series of emails.
So wait. The only time he interacted with posts, period, was if they were already trending well. So if he reached out to the smaller people, he would not help them out at all. If you had a smaller account but did really good work but needed that extra little bump and you weren't getting that traction, doesn't matter. You already weren't getting the traction. Therefore, I'm not going to. That's scummy. This is all just scummy shit. Like, nothing here I'm seeing so far makes me like the dude. I already had, I don't want to say a negative impression, had a very neutral impression of BB No Money. I'm getting a super negative impression now. Like, this is all just pathetic and extremely dirty shit. None of this is beneficial, and it's just career ruining at the end of the day, because people are going to stop wanting to interact with you. You're not going to be getting people wanting to take the money from you, and it's not good. Like, all I'm seeing is some negative shit here that I don't want to be anywhere near.
Between BB No Money's team and another artist who says that they are apparently lowballing the artist on offers and then pestering them for updates. Again, I do want to say though that these are just screenshots, so there is no actual way to prove if these are legit or not. And then he posted another alleged email exchange where BB No Money's team makes an offer significantly lower than their rate. Now, for context, all of this actually happened about a month ago, but 2 days ago, BB No Money posted a tweet addressing the situation. There's a conversation regarding me not paying creatives for commissions. One individual has been relentlessly harassing me because of an oversight on me not reposting their content. A month ago, I offered to pay his full rate and formally apologized, which is attached, for being unable to repost his content and lead my audience to find his page. It was a fundamental oversight on my behalf, although they haven't stopped harassing me.
This doesn't look like harassment. It looks like, hey, you fucked up, and now you're coming in to try to right the wrong of your own fuck up. That's what it looks more like. It's not harassment at that point in time. You were just mad that it's now going viral, that people actually recognize that this shit was happening. That's what you're pissed off about. This isn't harassment by far that I'm seeing so far. This is just people acknowledging that you fucked up.
I've never not paid out animators. I've commissioned thousands of artists and will continue to commission more.
That wasn't the allegation. It's not that you didn't pay them. It's that you were underballing them and refusing to pay them more, even though you would give them like $100. Then you would refuse to retweet or interact with posts if they weren't making numbers. That's the allegations right here. You aren't really even refuting any of those allegations. Actually, you're confirming it and then saying, because they were upset that I didn't pull up my end of the bargain, therefore, I'm now being harassed, even though you knew they were an NSFW account.
Because I believe in propelling art forward. Now, out of all the posts that he's made, this is the one that kind of blew up the most, and it attracted a lot of defenders and also a lot of detractors. And then he attaches a DM that he sent from like the 20th of February, basically saying that he's sorry and he's like willing to pay the full rate. There were some people that were saying, so you're flat out using your clout and e-fame to basically get discounts on art. And then other people accusing him of being a hypocrite, saying that why would you not want to interact with an NSFW artist when you've done multiple collaborations with OnlyFans girls? But
that's also fair. That's also fair. If you are interacting with OnlyFans girls the way that you are, if that's all true, you should then react to the NSFW art. It doesn't matter at that point in time. You're backtracking and underballing the people. That's not fair, and that's not right to treat your audiences like that and the people that you are commissioning. If the deal is, hey, I'm going to pay you less than what your usual rates are, but we're going to do the exposure thing. If that's what you're doing, even though I would say that's idiotic on the artist's part, but that's besides the point, you need to follow through with that. You need to do that stuff. You actually need to be participating in those actions. The fact that you haven't done that is the problem. Gee, mini Christmas.
And other people came out to defend BB No Money, saying how, well, 98% of the people had a good experience.
Doesn't matter if 98% had a good experience. You still had somebody that you reneged on. You should have followed through with. That's still scummy.
Why are we only focusing on the two? It's because the internet is so brain rotted and focused on drama. And then other people actually came to defend him, like this person who was actually commissioned by his team to do an animation saying that he had a great experience. Most people did. It was basically 2% of people that didn't, but the internet tries to make that the majority.
But it doesn't matter if only 2% didn't have the problem. The problem is that those 2% he made a deal with. He made a thing with. he had an agreement with, particularly with the NSFW account. He agreed to do this. He said he liked the work. He paid part of the money, but then he reneged on the other half of that agreement. Therefore, he is in the wrong. It doesn't matter if everybody else had a good time. That actually hurts him because he had one person that he had to do this with, and he chose not to do it.
Because everyone is just so drama hungry. It's probably also important to mention that that artist that defended BB No Money, their first ever commission was actually an animation for him. You've also...
Well, that's fair. That's fair for you to want to protect the dude because he's the first one that helped you out. But that's still wrong. What he did was wrong objectively.
had other YouTubers weigh in as well. Like, for example, Omni, who said that the biggest problem here is you basically tried to cast the biggest net imaginable without really thinking about the repercussions. I mean, I even personally know some artists that were commissioned by him. Like, for example, Kenzie, who was defending the guy, saying that, you know, she was treated really well. She was paid fairly. It's always very difficult weighing these situations because the bad experiences don't nullify all the good experiences, but then all the good experiences that artists have had doesn't immediately erase all of the bad ones as well.
That's fair. That's right. Like, listen, like I was saying, you can have a great experience with this person. This person can be doing all the wonderful stuff. It can be perfect. By the way, shout out JS Pena. Everything can be right and hunky-dory. That doesn't mean that that one person got treated like dirt. That doesn't mean that you failed your agreement with this one person. And again, now that I'm thinking about it, I have people I still need to pay, so I need to get on that as well. But that's a discussion for another time. You have to follow through with your agreements. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. The fact that you didn't do that, that reflects negatively on you, and that's not the artist's fault. You have great experiences over here. All these people, wonderful time. Good, you did good there. You still fucked up here, and you need to be held account to where you fucked up. Listen, I drive sober 99% of the time, but the 1% of the time that I drove drunk, I got arrested. Should I be in trouble? Yes.
Both need to kind of be weighed and each situation looked at individually.
Yes, I did, JS Pena.
Shut up! Sorry, there's a moth. You know, moths kind of like flap their wings on the ceiling. It's like really annoying. It's like living here rent-free. I think I'm allowed to complain. There's also more things relating to cosplaying. Again, the only reason I even knew about any of this drama is because someone quote tweeted my Resident Evil Leon cosplay saying that it was better than BB No Money's. So there was a cosplayer called Dearest Sinner, and they basically accused BB No Money of copying her Resident Evil cosplay TikTok and not giving credit. For comparison, this is her original post. And
damn.
Then this is BB No Money's version. And then she made a tweet saying that BB is now...
I don't think it's the same. Because when it comes to BB No Money's, he's already kind of screwing up a little bit. I would need to see both back to back to see if he's actually copying it.
Actually credited her on Instagram, but only after she made the reel calling him out, and that went viral. Even saying that he still hasn't actually credited her on TikTok, where his copycat video is performing a lot better. Her biggest evidence here on calling him out, apparently, that he must have seen it, is because the TikTok caption has the heart emoji in both of the videos, which she only posted on a TikTok upload, not her reel. But then there were other creators that came out to defend BB No Money, like for example Peach Jars, saying that this is basically a non-problem and that she's copied TikTok videos in the past. And then people were also quick to point out that Peach Jars and BB No Money were also represented by the same agency.
You know, the Mythic Mafia people, the Mythic Mafia people, when it comes to Mythic and all the people that believe Mythic talent has this undue control over its talents, even though I'm kind of starting to think that here. I'm just gonna say, I'm just pointing this one out here. Peach Jars is protecting BB. Just pointing this out here. By the way, again, bro, 10 million TikTok, 4.9 on Instagram, 4.2 on freaking YouTube, 7. Jesus Christ, so many. You has the money. to pay people a lot more than $100 freaking dollars.
rightclick.gg. Now, thankfully, Peach Jars does say that asking for credit is reasonable, and I do agree with that. I feel like, you know, if you're inspired by like a dance or something like that, you probably should give credit. Because I feel with short form content, it's very different to, let's say, long form YouTube videos, right? Like if you're inspired by someone, like if they cover a game or a film, and then you want to also cover a game or a film and you're inspired, I don't think that really needs credit.
I disagree. You should probably credit the long form. The problem with short form and crediting short form is there's so many TikTok trends, for example, for crying out loud. How many times did you see somebody do a dumb little TikTok dance when TikTok was first starting? These TikTok trends just skyrocket. And if you have to credit the very first person you ever saw do that TikTok trend, that's insane. So I'm going to give them a little bit of a pass there. When it comes to the way it all looks, yeah, that's a little cringe. It does look like you copied it shot for shot to the point that you're even copying the captions. I will again give them a bit of a pass just because of how frequent those trends are and how frequent they tend to do. I'm gonna give it a bit of a pass.
Because if every YouTuber listed every person that they, like, you know, were inspired by, directly or indirectly, every video description would look like Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix in...
But then why would you have to do that on short forms? Like, if you are saying, hey, this skit here, it was inspired by this person, that's one thing for long form content. When it comes to the short forms, though, it's gonna look the exact same way. So yeah, I think that's a self-defeating argument right there.
Page length. But obviously, if you've got a singular dance that's like a 6-second long video and it looks very, very similar, then it kind of reaches that point where it's like, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to really do this on your own. It's probably best to just credit. But she does also say that just insulting him and his cosplay is going a bit too far.
His cosplay was awful. Sorry, it was.
Again, personally, I will not speak on the BB No Money cosplay. People have been saying that my cosplay is better, and that is fucking bad news. Like, if you're saying that mine is better, that's when it's over. That is when it's over. That's all I'm saying. Now, Dearest Sinner did actually reply recently saying that he did actually eventually credit her on TikTok as well, but then assumes that it wasn't genuine and it was more just kind of like damage control. It does
look like damage control. Like a lot of what you're seeing here, a lot of his stuff has been looking more and more like it's just damage control through and through, whether it's the paying of the content creator or the artists because he refused to retweet their content even though they knew fully that they were an NSFW creator. It's always looking like damage control stuff, like he wants to get away with something, and instead of trying to get away with it, it's just, okay, well, I got caught, I guess I got to do it now, even though I didn't want to. I think the dude's just, this has been my biggest problem with Be Me No Money, is whenever I do see something from him, it feels so sterile. It feels like he's clout chasing, even though he's already very prominent. And I don't, like, clout chasing might be the wrong word here, but it's this notion of he's trying so hard for the clicks, for the popularity, to get big and do all that stuff, that it's coming off more disingenuous than anything else. It doesn't feel relatable. It feels forced. And listen, I liked it when he came out to defend Iron Mouse. Don't get me wrong. I thought that was pretty cool. But at the same time, it felt forced. It felt very hollow because he's just randomly yelling in a video saying, leave her alone. You know, doing the whole, like, leave them alone meme that I remember from South Park, but I know it's old YouTube timelines. But all it feels is a joke for clout, fame, money, and all that. It feels disingenuous. It doesn't feel authentic or real. For crying out loud, I saw him actually saying that whatever that dude, Bad Bunny is an artist for a generation during the Super Bowl stuff, which anybody saying that, you're being extremely disingenuous. I'm sorry, he's not. But for some reason, that's always what I've gotten from Bad Bunny, is this vibe of just fake. Just fake it till you make it. Your music is okay at best. It's not for me. If you like it, you like it. But all I see is negativity here, and it leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth.
Gonna reach that point where it's like, if you do give credit, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, he was basically put in a catch-22 situation, or catch-21, 9 plus 10, 21. You credit, and then you're called out for damage control, or you don't credit and you make it worse. It could have just credited from the beginning. I think that's a thing that a lot of bigger creators need to do with short form content. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm original by any means. I mean, bro, like I literally got my YouTube fame by copying Leafy is Here. But again, like going back to the short form stuff, it's much more compact. So there's much less to be inspired by, and it's more a very direct comparison there. Because again, most stuff that goes viral on TikTok, it'll be a meme or a dance. There's also been some
But again, when it comes to the memes and the dances, let's be fair, those trends happen so frequently, so rapidly. There's so much of them. Are you going to credit the original at that point in time? Are you actually crediting the first person that you saw do that, or the first person that actually did do that? Or are you crediting somebody that is just another rehearsed, regurgitated version of that?
Accusations that BB No Money is apparently racist because some of his old songs actually had the N-word in them.
All I'm going to say is this. I do not believe that he is racist because his old songs had the N-word in them. I will point out, though, that he is a part of the crowd that would probably call other people racist for having the N-word in it in the past. So I'm just going to, I'm going to lay that one at your own feet. You're going to have to defend yourself with that one. I'll react to this, but hey, you're going to live by the sword. You're going to die by the sword.
Now, this is one I am going to talk about because I feel like if I didn't put the video out there, a lot of people would say, oh, well, you said the N-words. Is that why you're trying to, like, cover for him? Is that why you're not going to talk about it? I mean, yeah, I did. Like, I've talked about this before multiple times. There are compilations of me on YouTube saying the N-word that have hundreds of thousands of
there's compilations of several people saying the N-word. It's not that big of a deal. Let's be very fair here. Almost every prominent content creator in the world as of right now, when that camera goes off, they are saying words that they go on stream and condemn. Happens every single time. Virtue signaling about it is idiotic.
Views. They're embarrassing. They are absolutely cringe. You can tell I was a pasty white kid that never went outside. I'm the exact same now, but I'm basically pushing 30. Like, I got two choices here. Accept what I did was bad and move on from it and actually grow as a person. God, oh God, even saying Jesus Christ, that's not.
I'll just say, yeah, I did it. I don't really give a shit.
Logan Paul energy. Ugh. Ugh, I don't like saying that. Or the other one is I go on this bizarre moral crusade because I have so much internalized hate for myself. I'm not going to do that second one. There are YouTubers that have done that. It's fucking embarrassing. Now, the original post calling him out here has been taken down, but then there was another post that was made basically accusing him of being racist. So this is from an old song from BB No Money's SoundCloud called Lifted, which was supposedly posted back in 2019. And this included a screenshot from the BB No Money subreddit where a fan was asking about the song. And in the Reddit post, they say that they came across the song and they were wondering if the artist is actually Baby No Money. And then in an edit to the post, they claim that it is him. And then the song was posted on his SoundCloud in 2019 and then deleted in 2022. They said that they came across the song through a Discord music bot that could convert SoundCloud music links to
This all sounds deranged and schizo. I'm sorry. What I'm already on this entire, like, what the hell? I've lost track. If he said the N-word in the past, guess what? It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Everybody has. Old YouTube is old YouTube. But granted, this 2019 was still actually you were getting in trouble if you said that in 2019. Well, anyways, that's besides the point. So many people say these words when that camera gets closed. I'm sorry, it's a fact. I'm not gonna roll clutch because oh my god, somebody said the N-word. Oh my lord, he's racist. No, so many people do it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god. Granted, if you're a part of the crowd that calls other people racist for saying it in the past, and you get found out to have said it in the past, you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword.
MP3s, which was apparently able to access privated links. Now, the replies on the Reddit at the time here were pretty split. I mean, you had some of the people that were basically saying that he was a feature on the track, but he didn't actually say it himself. And then one of the posters actually went through the credits and found that he was credited for a background vocalist. And then this person posted details of the rip, which do contain a link to the song on the SoundCloud. Someone replied with their own song using the N-word, and they claim that it's also from one of the old BB No Money songs. And then someone else basically came out and said, you know, I'm not even a BB No Money fan, but you're lying here. Like, you're very obviously trying to throw him under the bus. And then they posted a link to the song, which is uploaded to a YouTube channel. The artist is 61 Banks. And then Alex did actually respond to the claims, saying that both the songs are by 61 Banks, who apparently is an artist that he signed 7 years ago to his now defunct record label. He posted an image of an email containing the song's stems as proof. Now, after a little bit of digging,
all this stuff sounds convoluted and insane. I'm sorry, it just does. All this, well, I found it through this link, this plugin to do this, to dig into this, and then we saw that it had the N-word, and oh my god, it's BB No Money, and then it's like, no, this is all convoluted and insane to call somebody racist. I'm sorry, it's insane.
And the YouTube upload of the second song, it does actually say it was provided by STEM Disintermedia Inc., which is a music distribution company that BB No Money actually previously used. But it's important to note here that this is a distribution company, not his defunct record label. So they basically just would have handled the process of like uploading the songs to streaming platforms. Now, there was one more thing I found as well. I mean, I know that this is a whole rabbit hole and I've probably missed loads and loads of things talking about this, but there was a TikTok posted by the user NessAsTP, whose real name is Janessa. In the video, she's recording BB No Money's appearance in a Canadian TV show. And then in the caption, she basically says that BB at high school would bully her and call her the N-word as she walked by. She also was interviewed.
I call bullshit. Listen, I already have a negative opinion of BB No Money. I'm calling bullshit on that one. This person that you see on a Canadian show just happened to go to your high school and call you with the N-word when you're a when you're a bald chick, but back in high school. I call bullshit.
Where she said that this wasn't an attempt to cancel him, but she was like casually posting something that she remembered when it came up on her TV.
It's not canceling a celebrity or anything. It's just that you saw him came up just like on your screen.
I call bullshit. This looks like canceling a celebrity.
And you just wanted to speak out about that.
Exactly. I like it's the only interesting thing that I say that came out of it. Really horrendous harassment.
I mean, you have Janessa, she, her. I call bullshit. And then you're angry that people are pointing out that, hey, this sounds like bullshit. I mean, come on. No, you're lying. You're doing this for clout and attention.
From looks like his fans.
I'll be honest, I've really tried with this video to like keep it neutral, and I know it's been very boring because I haven't really had much of an opinion. I'm kind of just more retelling information, but like I've always found this to be such a bizarre thing that people fall back on. They'll make a claim against someone, but then when it actually blows up, they almost act kind of surprised, like, oh, I didn't mean for it to blow up. I just posted it publicly on the internet where anything can happen. Okay, sure, it's a roulette wheel, and it's basically, you know, it's like winning the lottery if your post does actually blow up. I don't know, I just always felt like it's such a weird way for people to never actually commit to what they put online. And also as well, if BB did that to you, that's really fucked up. That's bad. He should apologize. But there is no proof here. There is absolutely no proof that has been shown. So all this post really does is fuel the hate boner for people that already don't like him. And all the people that love and support him are then going to go after you for posting things online without any...
Yeah. Yeah, there's... You've done this to yourself, pretty much. You either have to show evidence of it, or pray to God that BB comes... I mean... He's come out and said so much shit about everything else that it might happen. I highly doubt he will, but it might happen, for crying out loud. Like, I don't like the dude. I think he's scummy, sketchy, and too sterile. But at the same time, I'm gonna sit here and say, I don't think he did this. I call bullshit here.
Any kind of, you know, proof or substance. It just seems to be this kind of like Hail Mary, like lose-lose for everyone involved. The person that posted it and the person who it's talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much all I could find on the BB No Money saga. You're probably wondering if I listen to his music at all. No, I got no plan to. And it's not even like I'm making that grand, brave opinion of, I think his music's bad. It's just, I'd never listen to it.
I've heard like 2 songs. I don't like it. It's not for me. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Listen to it. It's like the most like, look at my Spotify. Look at this. There's 2 Has Been Hotel songs in a row. Like, it's over. It's over. Like, I am not allowed to ever be a music critic.
true. And if I actually pulled up my YouTube music, because that's where I listen to my music, you guys would criticize me all up and down the hallway. It's Hololive, it's VTuber songs, it's J-pop, it's K-pop, it's an insane amount of songs. There's classical mixed in, for crying out loud. I listen to weird stuff. I can't music criticize. That's why I do that. What I said, when it comes to BB No Money, here's where here's where I'm gonna draw my line. Is it messy? Yes. Do I think the dude deserves to be called out and criticized the way he is being criticized right now? 110%. With art stuff, you reneged on your deals, you screwed up, that is on you. You need to be held accountable for that. When it comes over to the TikTok stuff, minor pass. You probably should have given proper credit, because it does look like you ended up taking it from somebody. You should have given proper credit, but at the same time, it's TikTok, it's Instagram. Those trends come by and go like that. For crying out loud, who knows if the one that he saw actually came from you? We don't actually have any verifiable proof of that. The racism, I don't even believe it, and there's no actual evidence to it. My whole thing is, I think he's just scummy. I think he's just scummy. I think he's not a good person through deep down, but it's not enough there to prove that he's a bad dude. If you get it, what I'm putting down there, it's just scummy and kind of nasty. But hey, if you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. That's kind of where I'm at on him. The quartering take over Melly Mac body and talking at the same time. Not in her. Wait, what? Not it her anymore. Him talking through Melanie Mac body. What? Eric, did you have a like a schizophrenic attack or a stroke? What? My head just fried there. Are you okay, buddy? I'm like genuinely confused. What? Here, I'm gonna make sure you're not. Are you a new person? Schedule activity. You're not a new person. No, you're not a new person. I don't. You obviously care about the quartering and Melanie Mac, which, hey, if somebody can point me to like some new Melanie Mac quartering shit, I'll react to it. Don't get me wrong. I'll do it all day and night, baby. But I'm gonna be real here. I have no idea what you just said there. None whatsoever. Anyways, why don't we move on to another thing? Do we want to do what? Why don't we do? Let's do Starfleet, bro. Let's hit the Starfleet news, because we got some Starfleet news. So we all saw Starfleet Academy, and me covering like the viewing, the numbers, and how it was a total disaster. Heck, I did reviews of it with Adam the Renaissance Nerd, Jed, Hollywood Scholar, and even Brad Duke Devil over on both. I think they're still live over on Adam and Jed's channel for Where No Man Wants to Go, where we sat down and we watched Starfleet every single week. And I came in on episode 4, and part of me really regrets doing that decision, because my God, I had to watch Starfleet for several weeks, 6 weeks, not as long as them, but still 1 week too many. Anyways, or actually 6 weeks too many. Anyways, that's besides the point. When you come over here to Rotten Tomatoes, yes, currently it's at a 51%. It was actually lower at one point in time, but usually you get numbers kind of popping up as more people start watching it and liking it. It's still not good. It's still awful. And we had this news today when it comes to it all, that the big reveal, because of this disastrous show, Starfleet Academy will end its upcoming second season. The show failed to find a significant audience, not ranking on Nielsen top 10 streaming viewership charts at any point during the 10-episode first season. That's right! After season 2 of Starfleet Academy, it's over. It's canceled. Who saw this one coming? anybody with a functional brain. It's pretty darn obvious that when it comes to Starfleet Academy, this show was picked up for more than likely a 20 episode run. They broke it down into 2 parts. Therefore, you have part 1 being season 1, part 2 being season 2. That's pretty cut and dry, self-explanatory. That's what a lot of these contracts are doing nowadays. They order like X amount of episodes and then they break it up into X amount of seasons. But because of how disastrous this show was, even Variety's over here showing you, hey, all 10 episodes didn't chart on the Nielsen's once. Yeah, it was easy to see this coming. Hell, I mean, I have it here. Starfleet Academy Nielsen ratings raise red flags as new Trek series fails to chart for 2nd week in a row. It wasn't just Nielsen's, mind you. It was also when it came over to the Paramount top 10s. Never charted at all. When it came to even Googling what's top 10 on it, Google didn't even say it was Starfleet Academy, even though it's right there. One area where Paramount has all the control doesn't even approach its top 10s. Google doesn't even recognize it as a thing. When it came to Samba TV, it never charted once on Samba TV. It was a total epic disaster. We have this Paramount quietly private Starfleet Academy YouTube premiere after low viewership and disastrous dislike ratio. Reminder, the first 2 episodes of this show went up on YouTube for total free. You could watch them whenever you wanted to watch them, and they took them down. Why is that? Because a chair with Spock on it got more views when it came to Nerdrotic's depiction of it all. Nerdrotic did a stream of his chair with Spock on it, and it got more views than this slop ever thought to do on YouTube, where it's totally free and easy to even look at. So you're gonna sit there and tell me that it got good views over on the actual site where you have to pay to view it? No. But hey, reminder, there was artists saying that review bombing is what's going to end up destroying the show. It's going to destroy the franchise. You're review bombing it. That's the problem there. They try to use that excuse for why the show wasn't doing good. It's just review bombs. They've tried to use all the excuses in the book. It never stuck because the show was that bad. But we do have a statement though, because the show's done, from both Alex Kurtzman and Noga Ladu. I don't even know how to say her name. I don't really give a crap. But Alex Kurtzman and the other showrunner came out and made a statement. Now, when we scroll on down here, we can see what they actually said. In response to the show's cancellation, Kurtzman and Landua, I don't even care, penned a letter. It states, "It's been my and Nago's, I don't care, get a real name, joy and privilege to help carry Gene Roddenberry's extraordinary vision forward with Starfleet Academy." Hell, you destroyed it long ago with Starfleet Discovery. This was just a like if I'm going to describe RTD bringing back Doctor Who from the grave just to defile it again and do necromancy sodomy on it, I'd have to say you did this over and over and over again just to see how much worse you can make the actual IP in the franchise. You destroyed this thing through and through. You ruined anything Gene Roddenberry ever did. It doesn't matter if Gene Roddenberry's kid is some sort of wackaloon. You bastardized so much stuff. I'm not even a Star Trek fan, and I can recognize that this doesn't look anything like what my dad used to watch in front of me. Anyways, thanks to the hundreds of hardworking humans who pour every ounce of their talents into the work daily with imagination and reverence, and there was no reverence in this whatsoever. It was a catastrophe of epic proportion. We are in post-production now on what will be the 2nd and final season. We're so proud of what we've accomplished together on this show, and the world will get to see the work of this extraordinary artists when season 2 airs. We will finish strong. No, you won't. You didn't start strong. You didn't end strong. It is going to be awful. There should be a Geneva Convention brought up on all this and said that this is against it. This is atrocities of human proportion. Human violations should be deemed if you watch this thing. Alex Kurtzman has committed war crimes with this show. Again, I'm not even a Star Trek fan, and I thought it was the worst thing I've ever witnessed. And I've seen a lot of stuff. Again, I watched both Acolyte and Doctor Who. I've seen some garbage out there, but what the hell did I watch? Is what I usually came in with. What did I just witness? Whether you're working on Star Trek or part of the Marvel that is Star Trek fandom, its very heart, soul, and consciousness, the joy comes from adventuring across boundaries of time, space, and the humanly possible in service to Roddenberry's transformative vision of the future. You weren't a part of any of that. It's very clear that you only ever viewed this as a tool to push the agenda, which was your exact quote, Alex Kurtzman. You only ever viewed this as pushing your agenda, being able to use for propaganda purposes, and that's what ultimately killed it. But okay, try to act like you were ever a fan. That incomparable vision was fueled by an inexhaustible optimism. Star Trek places its bet on the best in human nature. Never even saw that in your show. It dares to imagine a society of infinite diversity and Jesus Christ, in infinite combinations, free of war, hate, poverty, disease, and repression, and dedication to the spirit of scientific inquiry and respect for all life. None of that showed up in Starfleet Academy at all. There was filled with hate, poverty, and disease and repression. For crying out loud, the Klingons lost their home world and are now freaking refugees. Tons of people gave hate throughout this thing. This thing was just filled with hate. Jesus Christ. Whether carbon or silicon based, green skin or blue. Kurtzman added, but make no mistake, Gene Roddenberry wasn't some starry-eyed dreamer. He was a decorated Army bomber pilot in the Pacific Theater. He had seen firsthand the grim consequences of the worst of human nature, and his vision of the future wasn't just a promise of hope, it was also a warning. No, yes, but at the same time, you never even grasped any of that stuff. What you made was not Gene Roddenberry. In a fraught, frightening time of intolerance and violence, Star Trek said, look, we made it, but just barely. First, we had to put all those ancient scourges behind us. It's said that what makes us glorious as a species and gives us hope for the future and the galaxy is inextricably linked to what makes us dangerous to each other. To this one world we persist. Why did you have to crack out a thesaurus for this? Inextricably linked to, okay, we've got that, persistently inhabit, and to ourselves. That dual message of hope and a warning isn't just a pretty dream, but a call to action, to think about who we are in a different way. Please don't take a word for it. Don't take our word for it. Take Gene's. You're probably going to bastardize whatever the hell he says, so I'm actually going to just keep moving on to more of your thing. With enduring hope that his vision of the future is possible for our children, their children, and every future cadet in Starfleet Academy. Live long and prosper, he concluded. Here's the fundamental thing, Alex. Everything you said there is just a bunch of fancy words, a bunch of filler trying to draw about Gene Roddenberry. Again, nothing you put out there even echoed Gene Roddenberry. Nothing you put out there even resembled anything to do with Star Trek. All it was Star Trek in name only. You yourself have even come out there and said that you just wanted to use it as a platform to push your political agenda and utilize it as propaganda. And well, here we are now. We went over this article a couple weeks ago in which they openly said that there will not be any more Star Trek being developed here in the near future. We're on a Star Trek hiatus right now. Alex Kurtzman is no longer working there over at Paramount Plus, and his going away letter will always be Starfleet Academy Season 2. That will be the bookend of Alex Kurtzman's entire lineage over at Paramount and his time at Star Trek. And what did he accomplish? He accomplished one of the most unthinkable acts possible, firmly destroying an IP and making it deader than dead. This IP is done, it's over, and it's all Alex Kurtzman's fault. But hey, that's just my take on it. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down below, and I will see you on the next one. Shockingly enough, I had a whole lot more to say there than I thought I did. And it's not really shocking, actually, to see Starfleet Academies getting canceled. Again, nobody watched it outside of like a handful of people. And even when it came to what people were saying about it, you were actually seeing diminishing returns even when you were reviewing it. People started checking out because they realized just how bad it was. It was a catastrophe of monumental proportions. Just all around awful. Awful. But okay. Now that I got that one out of the way, you know, I'm probably gonna have to say the Cuba stuff for tomorrow, because in order to do the Cuba stuff right, I have a 30-minute video from Steven Crowder to try to tackle a lot of it. How much of this could I actually potentially skip? No, there's still a lot here, and we'd be doing it for how long have we been streaming? Hour and a half already. It will be a long. It'll be a long one here. Wait, before I do that, I do want to do this. I do want to react to this. So I've seen Moana. I know we have the live action Moana teaser trailer that we're gonna react to. I watched Moana when it first came out. I went to the theaters to go see it with my little sister. It's a movie. It's out there. It's a Disney princess. It does the things that Disney princesses do, and it's okay. Okay, when it comes to like those types of movies, I like to judge it on the villain song, and I did not like Shiny back when it first came out. But let's also be honest here. Moana's not that old, and to see it already getting a live action version is just kind of cringe and dumb and idiotic and all that. All those words right there, okay? It's just not a good idea. But we do have a teaser trailer out here to react to, and I've already seen some of the clips because I don't think it looks that good. But let's see what this 59-second trailer has to offer.
I am a girl who loves my island, and the girl who loves the sea. It calls me.
Okay. I mean, so far it looks decent. It has the song, obviously, you know, the sea's calling to her and all that. It's so far okay. Oh, I haven't seen the movie in forever. I don't even remember what this place is. So don't even. I feel like I remember Evil Coconut People. I feel like I do, but I haven't seen Moana in forever. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're Moana. I don't really care what she looks like. She looks accurate. She looks fine. There's no controversy here. I don't have a problem with her. But whoa, wait, that's coming out this. Oh, it's coming out here soon. This is the first teaser we're actually getting about this. Ooh, that's 4 months away. Actually, less than 4 months away. Oh. Oh, we didn't even get it. Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm not gonna record this. I was hoping we could talk about, because we ended up getting I thought we were gonna get a little bit more of, well, The Rock. Because Rock here. Rock live action Moana. I wanted to get some of these images because they were an image, because we got to see what the Rock looks like right now as fuck, what's his name? I don't remember his name. Disney's latest reimagining of the animated Maui. We got to see him as Maui. Why is it not letting me look? What? Why is it letting me scroll? What the hell, Gizmodo? There we go. It's a shot. Let's see. Is this more of it? Oh, here's an actual trailer. Here's an actual trailer. Because I from this Gizmodo article, I found an actual trailer. I did. When did this other one come out then? Oh, this came out 4 months ago. I didn't realize that. But here's an actual trailer. Let's see. Let's check out the actual Moana trailer, shall we?
I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd.
Okay.
She loves the sea and her people. She makes her whole family proud. Moana, listen. Do you know who you are?
The stories are true.
The story has just begun. Beyond our reef.
It's really weird to see how accurate this is. This looks so far. It is weird, especially considering we had the live action Little Mermaid, we'd have live action Snow White, and how much they changed and bastardized and made like mockeries of it all. It is a little weird to see just how accurate this looks so far. It's kind of creepy.
An evil darkness has found us. Moana, the ocean chose you. Find Maui. Restore the heart of Te Fiti and save us all.
Maui? Demigod?
Oh God. These are not this is not doing you justice, Rock. One, you with hair looks awkward. Yeah, I know this is a wig. This all looks awkward. Then all your tattoos are even more awkward to see on you. Like, this all looks wrong right here, buddy. This does not look good.
God of the wind and sea.
Hero of men.
Huh?
So it goes like this. Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. Ah, women. Women too, men and women.
Thank you.
That's fucking cringe. I'm sorry, that's cringe. The whole women and men and women. No men would be covered on that's just cringe. Come on, man. I don't remember that line in the original. That's just stupid and cringe.
You're welcome.
See her light up the night in the sea. She calls me.
I need your help.
I'm not going on a mission with some mortal.
My island, my people, won't survive if we don't make it. The ocean chose me for a reason. And it chose you too.
Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this, you gotta go through a whole ocean of bad.
I'm not a princess. I'm the daughter of the chief. Leader of my people.
Are you ready to be the...
Ooh. That's CGI there. There's no way to do this dude right. But that CGI looks fucking nightmarish, man. This looks terrifying. This looks terrifying to do the giant crab dude like that. That's not fun.
Are you ready to be the hero?
Let's go save the world.
I got your back. What? Is there something in my teeth?
All in all, after seeing this trailer, after, you know, actually looking at it and finding the right thing, here's my ultimate thoughts on what it is that I'm seeing here. There's a lot of cringe. There's a lot of stuff I'd say they probably don't need. There's a lot of just, holy God, why are we doing this? I ultimately, as of right now, I think it looks relatively accurate, even with, you know, The Rock with hair. Oh my God, this looks terrifying. And with all of his awful tattoos, even with the shoddy CGI in some areas, it's probably going to do just fine. It's probably going to do just fine. Moana is a booming success as it is. The IP is still very much beloved. Let's be real here. I think it will do just fine. It will probably be very quirky, very fun, very comical. People will like it. Other than that one really cringe line of men and women, thank you. It's accurate. It just looks cringe. It looks shoddy, and it's not very flattering in some areas. But hey, I think Disney might have a winner on this one. Granted, I also thought originally that Lilo and Stitch was going to be a winner until that story came out, but as long as you keep this accurate, I don't really have that big of a problem. So time will tell with this one. Time will have to tell. Oh God. I'm looking at the Rock with his freaking hair and stuff. It looks so awkward. I'm so used to him being bald. I know I've only seen it with hair like a few times. The last time I saw it with hair was Scorpion King. That didn't do well. Every other time he's bald. I want my bald Rock. Let's keep the bald Rock going, shall we? Here, what else do I have before I move on? What time is it? 9:37. We could do. I'm not gonna do the Crimson Desert AI art because I really don't. Crimson Desert got exposed for having some AI art left over in it, which is placeholder art mainly. I really couldn't care less right now about arguing about AI art with a bunch of lunatics and losers that are now trying to justify why they hate the game because they used AI art in like one little section, which is a blink and you'll miss it area. Like, it's AI art for art. So practically, like, if I'm gonna tell you guys what it is, it's not even like, hey, a massive AI segment. It's more or less, hey, it's in the back. It's more or less like this wood burning I have here. Imagine that was made of by AI in my background. Like, that thing right there is just AI. And it's a blink and you'll miss it picture. And yet everybody's freaking out over it. And it's like, it's such a non-issue here. Maybe, can I... Give me a second. I'll bring it back. Let me bring it back. Here, we'll do the Crimson Desert. Because Crimson Desert is out and about right now from Pearl of Bliss. The game looks good. I've been hearing good things about it. And when you come over here to Metacritic right now, general favorability right over here, it's sitting at a 78%. User scores are giving it an 8.1, which I think is fair. I do know it's had some optimization issues going on, a couple crashes, a couple bugs. It's not awful. I've been hearing all my, like Adam, Weasel, Static, all my friends who have been playing it, they say they really much enjoy it, and ignore the people that, you know, can't beat the first real boss because, well, they're just not good at games, and they're the reason gaming has basically gone downhill. Anyways, though, for all intents and purposes, Crimson Desert has been crushing it right now. It looks fantastic. Heck, I didn't think to have this pulled up, but let's get the Steam DB real quick. Crimson Desert Steam DB. Let's pull up this information real quick because I'm curious. How's it charting right now with player bases? And holy mother moly, that is a pretty number right here with all-time peak all-time peak players was of yesterday, as the time of recording this, at 248,000 people. This is Steam alone. I am also aware that it's over on PlayStation and stuff like that, but these are some good numbers right now for this game. It is a rockin' and a rollin', but there is some controversy with the game, and if you guys watch my live streams, you already know a general idea of it. There's some AI art in the game. Now, it's AI placeholder art, but it's even more pathetic than that because we're talking very, very blink and you'll miss it AI art. That the only way to actually notice said art is to have been paying attention like super crazy and looking for that art. Now, I do think they should have taken it out prior to actually, you know, putting out the game. I'm all on board. If it's AI art that's a placeholder, you should remove that when you have the real art. But again, it's a blink and you'll miss it. It's a blink and you'll miss it thing. And we'll come right on over here to this from Game Roll. A Redditor has discovered an AI generated artwork in Crimson Desert. There are other posts that also claim to have found AI generated image throughout the game. It's not even a good image. Pure slop. Just look at the horse's legs. LMAO, really disappointing. And we can see it, and oh my god, you can see, oh, yep. It's AI art. But here's the thing, and I wonder, does this post actually have it? I believe so. If I scroll down, they'll end up showing us maybe where it's at. I want to also add that I really wanted this game to succeed. I still do. This is just really disappointing to see all displays a real lack of care that they ship this sort of glaring issues. Again, it's not even like the image is passable. You can immediately tell that it's AI generated because of how deformed it is. That shows both laziness and simply a lack of care. Yeah, keep doing that. But the thing is, I want to see, do I have like where this piece of art is? Do I have that little location? Because I know I saw some people find it. Give me a moment real quick. I should have pulled that one up. But AI art in Crimson Desert. Let me get to this. AI art Crimson Desert. There's that. I'm trying to get here it is. Here's a perfect example of it, because here's some more areas where they're alleging to have some AI art, but here's a really good area of, hey, here's the AI art. So if I play this, it's right there in the picture scene. So wait. You mean to tell me that the thing that you're upset about is a piece of artwork that, yes, okay, it was an AI generated placement. It was just filler. They forgot to remove it. But you're upset at a blink and you'll miss it piece of art. That's like being upset that when I go full screen real quick, that my wood burning over here is made of AI. That's like being upset that my little tiny Frieza right here, this little dude that's right here, again, you could barely freaking see him, is made of AI. That he's not really there, it's just AI. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment. Should it be there? No. You should have had that removed. You should have actually double checked it. But again, it's so small it's so inconsequential to the overall thought process of the game that it's insane to keep having these discussions. We had these discussions when it came to Expedition 33. We're having these discussions when it's coming to Divinity. People are having these things where, hey, you're having AI art just for placeholders. These are just, hey, we want something else here. We're utilizing this route just to have something just to fill in so that we can move on. And people are losing their proverbial minds over this, to the point that even Crimson Desert had to come out and make a statement. We would like to address questions regarding the use of AI in Crimson Desert. During development, some 2D visual props were created as part of early stage iteration using experimental AI generative tools. These assets helped us rapidly explore tone and atmosphere in the early phases of production. However, our intention has always been for any such assets to be replaced, following final work and review by our art and development teams with work that aligned with our quality standards and creative direction, which is fine, okay? You're using it as experiments. You're using it as, okay, this is what we're planning on having with the real art. This is something that we're just doing right now to have, hey, this is our filler. This is our fill-in right now to see how it plays on the back end. It was never actually supposed to go out with this. We had actual stuff planned to replace it, and we just missed one or two here or there. And again, they're blink and you'll miss it moments. It's not the end of the world. But hey, because we have to make a big deal out of literally everything, we gotta freak out about it. Following reports from our community, we have identified that some of the assets were unintentionally included in the final release. This is not in line with our internal standards, and we take full responsibility for it. Good. Hey, they're owning up for it. Hey, we screwed up a little bit. We'll be removing it here soon. We also acknowledge that we should have clearly disclosed our use of AI. While these tools were primarily used during early production with the expectation that these assets would be replaced prior to release, we recognize that this does not excuse the lack of transparency. We sincerely apologize for these oversights. I actually don't think you need to say it anymore. I don't. I'm at the point that if you utilize AI, don't tell people that you utilize it. Skim over, remove everything you can. Don't tell people, because they lose their proverbial minds when you just use AI for a little word burning back there just to fill in while you're waiting for the actual asset to be completed. They lose it. They freak out. They act like it's all sorts of end of the world type of moments. Well, they'll use all sorts of other excuses to just constantly attack and berate you because you touched AI. Newsflash, you're going to have to get used to AI because it's coming harder and faster than you realize. We are currently conducting a comprehensive audit of all in-game assets and are taking steps to replace any affected content. Updated assets will be rolled out in upcoming patches. In parallel, we are reviewing and strengthening our internal processes to ensure greater transparency and consistency in how we communicate with players moving forward. Which again, I'm going to say, don't bring up AI at all. Just don't mention it. Leave it alone. Act like it doesn't exist, okay? Don't ever talk about it, and just clean that shit up as fast as possible, because people are just insane with this stuff. This is a non-issue. Hell, I have Grix here saying literally no one cares, okay? Nobody who's actually playing the game gives an F. Because let's be honest, it's a non-issue. It's not that important. It was an accident. That's all it is. But hey, we have people like Kaylee Elizabeth over here freaking the F out. Let this be a lesson to all studios that gamers don't want AI slop in their games. It wasn't meant to actually be in the game. It was an accident and was supposed to be removed, but they failed to get a handful of them. It's not the end of the world. There will be refunds, negative reviews, and blowback. Glad they're updating it, but it seems their Spanish dub may also be AI, lazy, and extremely disrespectful to the players. Well, I mean, honey, you don't have enough money to afford Twitter Blue right now, so I really don't think that it's that important to listen to you. I doubt you even have $70 to spend on this game, but I mean, we can come over here. Yeah, you're taking a hit in the reviews a little bit. Numbers are still good. Crimson Desert over on Metacritic, still good. Hell, we'll refresh just real quick. Yeah, still pretty good. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but okay, well, let's act like it is. Hey, we got Kitty Bit Games and Cosplay confirmed generative AI use that was undisclosed on Steam, and now they're apologizing, claiming it's a simple oversight that somehow sat in their game for years and made it into a huge launch. Yeah, because again, when we go over here to what it actually is, blink and you'll miss it. Like, you have these are literally blink and you'll miss it kind of things. Like, you're not expecting to see it. If you have this stuff just sitting there, you forget that it exists. Yeah, you'll end up forgetting to actually grab it. It's not that big. Then somehow overlooked it when putting it on Steam, where they would have been asked about AI use. Pearl Abyss lied to platforms to get it on the market. Crimson Desert is riddled with generative AI assets that stole from real artists. Supporting this kind of behavior from a company will destroy gaming, leaving us with a mediocre hellscape of boring, uninteresting trash like every AI video out there. I mean, the game's not filled with AI. It's not AI based at all. They had some art that they had there. But hey, if we're gonna freak out over Crimson Desert doing this, we already get a bunch of just generated slop as it is right now. I mean, just take a look at any game that's Call of Duty based. It's the same stuff over and over again. Madden, NFL, all that stuff. It's just the same garbage over and over and over again, the same slop. So yeah, I think we're already there, but hey, you're not really a gamer. You're just trying to act like you do. Everything will become shite mobile ads. I mean, it already is. Say no to this trash, get refunds, and spend that money on indies who are actually doing things right. I mean, they still put out a high quality game. They still put out something that people are still enjoying. It's still getting good reviews. You're not going to get people to do refunds of this. But hey, we had Kate Bush. Yes. How many accounts is this now, Kate Bush? Because you always get yeeted. LOL. They're gonna pull Expedition 33 and probably claim it was just a placeholder they forgot. Kind of does look like placeholder images that they forgot. Like it's right here. Again, my example of it's my wood burning right here. Oh my god, it's blink and you'll miss it. You barely even realize it's there. Hey, I have Frieza up there. Hey, guess what? Right over here, right here, I have Bowser Jr. What if that was AI? I mean, you barely ever see him. You barely ever see that he's there. What if that was it? That's kind of what it is. It's a blink and you'll miss it. If you're not looking for it, you would have never noticed that it's even there. But you guys want to act like this is the end of the days. This is the end of time. Hell, we have this from Bright Sunshine. Refunding this game immediately. Absolutely unacceptable. Honey, again, you don't even pay for Twitter Blue. I highly doubt you even bought the $70 video game, and I highly doubt you even actually played this game. This is just blatant virtue signaling at this point in time. And you can already see it there. Game Dev, Intergalactic. Oh my lord, T. Louis 2? The Last of Us, Borderlands, Bolt. Oh my lord, honey. Yeah, I don't want to know anything of what you have to say. You're working on some of the worst games out there right now. Holy cow. Battleborn? I've only heard of that game a little bit. Holy hell. Yeah, you know what? The reason you're terrified of AI is because you know you're going to be out of a job because it will do much better work than you do. At the end of the day, here's the thing with this controversy, okay? Here's the reality. Do I think AI art can be used for like the prototypes, the pre-versions, like the like before you have the game out there? Yes, I think it's perfectly fine to have AI art utilized in this stuff just for placeholder. It is solely there not to be put out there for actual consumption, actual use. It is just there for placeholder effects. So you can get the general idea of what it is that you want to have. I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's a-okay. They're not using it to actually make money off of it. They're using it just for internal purposes to have an example of what they want at that point in time. Perfectly fine. Not gonna freak out about it. And the thing is, almost every company's doing it right now. If you're out there virtue signaling that you don't want this, guess what? You're gonna be left behind in the dirt. It's the fact. this is something that you have already lost on. They're not doing it, putting out AI slop for you to actually interact with. What they're doing is utilizing it for behind the scenes purposes. It got missed. It's not that big of a deal. The overall game is actually really good. People are enjoying it. You're not going to see a dip. It's not going to be a freak out moment. Numbers are already doing much better, and it's going to keep doing much better than anything Intergalactic puts out anytime soon. So, in the meantime, guys, what I think here, it's an overall non-issue. Crimson Desert just screwed up a little bit. Easy fixes. Patches will get rid of it like that. And again, ignore all these people. All these people acting like this is the end of the world. Sorry, it's not. You're just a crybaby at this point in time. But hey, that's my take on it. That's what I think of that. That's what I think. And damn, another video in the pocket. Man, I'm flying through these tonight. I'm really doing good. I'm doing good, chat. I'm doing good. But okay, we're gonna save Cuba for tomorrow. We're gonna save Cuba for tomorrow because Cuba's gonna take us a little while. That might be almost an entire show. So we're gonna save Hassan and Cuba for tomorrow. In the meantime, I think I could. I could go a little bit. We could hit this last one. We could hit this last one. Bro, you don't hate the American left enough. I'm not even American, but I can't understand how they can celebrate the death of someone who served for their country. Wait, what? What? What's going on there? Wait, what? Wait, I'm missing something. My brain just fried there for a second. What? Is there something happening that I'm not aware of? Oh, Chuck Norris. Yeah. Oh, that Chuck Norris stuff that they're doing. Holy crap. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. They solely want to attack him because he leaned right and he was Christian. That's the sole reason they're attacking him. And guess what? At the end of the day, Chuck Norris will be waiting up there at the pearly gates just to roundhouse kick him straight to hell. Jesus came to him, said, hey, we need you to protect the pearly gates because these guys are on their way and we need somebody to properly roundhouse kick them. I can't do it. It needs to be you. You are our new defender. And he's going to gladly do it. All of them are attacking him. When they go up there to finally meet their Lord and Savior, they're just going to call. They're going to go like, hey, Chuck, come here. Come here, Chuck. And he's just going to go like roundhouse, roundhouse, roundhouse. And then give one kid AIDS and then roundhouse kick him too. That's what they're going to do there. By the way, I just saw this. Shout out to Celeste. 19,000 over on YouTube. Shout out to her. That's an amazing success. That's an amazing milestone. I hope I get there someday. I hope I make it. I hope I do. It'd be nice. 19,000 sounds good. Chuck Norris one day got bored of walking stairs and he told the stairs to take him up, and now we call it. Yes! Listen, death didn't come. Okay, listen. Death didn't come to take Chuck Norris away. Chuck Norris went to death and said, it's time. Okay? It's time. Chuck Norris met death at the door. Jesus came to him and said, we need your assistance to protect heaven. Chuck Norris is staring down at us, understanding that one day he will return to roundhouse kick Satan into hell. The best part, you want to know what refuels faith in humanity, is the knowledge it is the knowledge that everybody made the good Chuck Norris jokes. Like, outside of the left and the crazy people, everybody else were making like really respectable Chuck Norris jokes because it worked. And you had like some of the best Chuck Norris jokes were coming out here. Some of the best ones. My favorite one to this day will always be Chuck Norris was walking around the desert and then got bit by a cobra. And after 5 grueling days of pure agony, the cobra died. That is always my favorite one. Just because I think it's the most based. It's just the most based out of the ball. It's just utterly hilarious. But here, I got Jesus can walk on water, but Chuck Norris can swim on land. Exactly! Exactly. But okay. I have something to watch after this. But I want to do this one real quick. I want to hit this real fast because I think it's fake victims acting like victims and trying to make the world a worse place after getting called out justifiably for their bad behavior. Now, what am I talking about? Well, a lot of people have heard about this. There's an old Vice article from almost a year ago now. Like this is almost a year old when this Vice article first came out. And it's written by one Anna Valens. I have another name for Anna Valens, but I can't say it right now because this is going to be a YouTube clip and go up there on YouTube as a normal video. So yeah, but Anna Valens at one point in time made this article right here called "These VTubers Want You in Their Lewd Game You Might Want to Pass." Now, what was this article about? Well, it was about the company known as Vialore, which is super lewd, super lewd, very provocative VTuber agency that's whole thing is that they do, well, prawn. Anyways, though, when it came to this article, the real reason Anna here had an issue was because he auditioned to be a part of Vialore and they said no. Why? Well, he doesn't sound like a woman. Their main thing is we want you to be able to sound like a woman, act like a woman, and interact like a woman. If you can't do that, we're not going to have you. Our whole thing is to be very provocative. We know our base. We know who it is that we're trying to market to. And it ain't to, you know, the ladies out there. It's very much to the dudes. They want you to be out there jerking and gurking it to their creators. That's the whole point. And Anna Valens decided that he wanted to go out there and cancel them for transphobia because, well, they didn't hire him. Well, since then, now that we're almost at an exact year to the date, Jesus Christ, this was April 1st, 2025, when this was all going on out there. We're now here. Where we got Kiryu, the VTuber friend, the cringe drama account, decided to post this lovely little update on some of this from Anna himself, where Kiryu here Vialore's Strony thinks Anna Valens should game end. Yes, considering you attacked your company and painted them as a pedo and said they are promoting illegal activities in several countries, you should not be surprised this is the level of response you get. Oh yeah, that's right. That's how bad this article was. Again, it was only made because Anna didn't get hired by them as a lewd tuber. But she accused them of being a pedo company. She accused them of doing all sorts of awful garbage stuff, all because he didn't get hired. And now we have this clip right here, and I'm gonna full screen this before I start playing it, just so I can try to get you guys what it is that was actually said here, because it's gonna be insane. Over the weekend, I was sent a clip from Zatsu stream by Stromy Cutlass. In it, the Vialore founder states at 2 separate points, I should gay men and become a statistic. It is unclear if she meant I should 41%. This is in response to the Vice article I wrote in April 2025 criticizing Violor because I wouldn't hire them, so I decided to call them a bunch of pedos and say they're committing crimes. Further context can be seen in the following video linked below this post. I have written a document expressing my feelings on this situation and why I believe this rhetoric is inappropriate toward a critic and VTubing. Also in reply, please read it. I have turned off comments on this post. What was actually said here?
Pippa likes Viola every time we go. No, she like defended us. I was like, fucking get in there, yeah, bam. Like, shit, you get them. Vicious little rabbit.
And I'm sorry that it's so quiet. This is from Anna making a very quiet post. I have no real control over the audio. It's the best I could do.
And yeah, I got my Enos in. I got my Enos penis. I love my Enos. You know what? Last event we did together, she was like, Strawny, we keep ending up at the same part of the trailer together. And I'm like,
By the way, you can notice there's a jump there. There was a jump there. She was on to something completely different and you forced a jump there.
Yeah. Anyone that defended Healer got a nice little bullshit thing written about them too. And I was like, okay. Oh, and then they backtracked their tune or some pish like that, because...
That is funny that everybody that did defend Violor got attacked. Pippa got attacked. Kirsha got attacked. So many people got attacked. It is wild. By the way, she's super British.
Visa MasterCard crackdown, and they were like, oh, no, but I didn't know this was going to happen. And it's like, no, your shitty opinion is exactly what kind of enables this shit. So, wow, sucks to suck. Hope you die. Hope you die. Become a statistic. I could.
Fuck.
Less of a shit. I wonder who put the trailer together.
I'm sorry. It is funny to hear it. It is funny to hear it out loud. I hope you, gay man, I hope you become a statistic. Listen, she has all the right to feel that way, by the way. I don't think it's smart to put out there, but you know what? I'm not going to cry over it. Because again, this article was just filled with defamation up the wazoo. I'm really shocked Violor hasn't come out here to also try to sue Vice because of what this garbage was. Holy crap, you accused them of being a pedo company and only hiring on pedos, all because they wouldn't hire you. I'm not even joking. This was all because Violor wouldn't hire anal violence, okay? But we move on because there was the second video. Well, let's see. And again, we'll full screen and read what Anna has to say. Point of clarification. Become a statistic is used once, suggesting I should game-end occurrence twice. I want to be explicitly clear that this does not reflect on the values or behavior of the other talents, many of whom have LGBT fans. Doesn't matter, they probably hate you too because you tried to destroy the company, but let's listen.
Tuesday for us, Monday for us, and you can, no, Monday for America and everyone else. You can join me in the server, but there's no voice comms, but I will give you the link.
Okay.
Pippa has talked about Viola. No, Pippa is so fucking supportive. Oh my god. Literally, honestly, I secretly hope she wins the event so I can get a wee fan art. That's just me. Yeah. Have you considered a modded Minecraft server? No. I assume it's going to be vanilla. Yes. The event is going to be vanilla.
Real quick, imagine doing this whole thing. I get that you want to do the context and stuff, but why don't you just show what she had to say and cut out all the bullshit? Why are you so bad at your job? Why are you so bad at this, Anna?
And it's very basic rules. You start with nothing, and whoever ends with the most diamonds gets the dub. The only Pippa likes Viola every time we go. No, she like defended us. I was like, fucking get in there, yeah, bam. Like, shit, you get them. Vicious little rabbit.
It's the same thing.
And yeah, I got my Enos in. I got my Enos penis. I love my Enos. You know what? Last event we did together, she was like, Strawny, we keep ending up at the same part of the trailer together.
It's the exact same clip. Why did you post the exact same clip twice?
And I'm like, yeah. Anyone that defended Hailer got a nice little bullshit thing written about them too, and I was like, okay. Oh, and then they backtracked their tune or some pish like that because Visa MasterCard crackdown, and they were like, oh no, but I didn't know this was gonna happen, and it's like, no, your shitty opinion is exactly what kind of enables this shit. So wow, sucks to suck. Hope you die. Hope you die. Become a statistic. I couldn't give less of a shit. I wonder who put the trailer together. Oh, you mean the exact same person that does all my trailers? The whole group of Enos is very nice. Yes, Enos message to invite Nina.
Is there more?
Actually felt so bad. Oh, oh, the what snapped your ass? No. Actually, sorry. I don't know if my words are harsh and you're not expecting it. I'm a delicate sod already, and then I have zero tolerance for anyone trying to chat shit on the agency when it's like you have zero idea why it's even like in here in the first place, and like how much gets done and how like the girls thrive and shit. So like anyone who like fucking just talks out their ass about utter complete shit, literally just fucking do a momolo at that point, because just fucking shut the fuck up.
I mean, listen, anal violence, because I'm done. Okay, dude, you have no room to talk about any of this stuff. You went after their company. You tried to destroy them. They are in the right to say heinous things. You defamed the company. You are not a good person. You are not a victim. You are a perpetrator. I am not going to come out here and cry that this is being said about you, because quite frankly, it's the nice things that get said about you right now. This is the nicest thing somebody could say. That's just gaming. I'm sorry, it's true. You are a vile monster. We could go through all the backtracks of how you want to lock women up and basically turn them into breeding facilities for your trans utopia, how you want to forcibly do heinous things to people, all while at the same time you're attacking randomly via lore for being a pedo company because they have a lolly person, all while at the same time you go around and say that you have COCD. Look that one up. No, actually, no, it's POCD. Look that one up. That is something that I'm not even going to dig deeper into. All I'm going to say is that's you openly admitting that you're a pedo. You admit to this shit. You admit to all this stuff. I have no problem with her saying this because, quite frankly, you earned it. You earned her saying heinous things about you because you're a vile monster.
Giza. Neon Giza. Sorry if you weren't expecting that. I have zero tolerance for it. I do apologize. Right, let me see if there's any little marshmallows. I cannot believe I got sniped. What are you talking about, Ninjastic? What do you mean? We're turning your name into a verb. How do you feel about this? I was surprised Daya joined. Yes, Daya followed me. I have zero context for do a momolo, and it's somehow even funnier when I'm so sorry. What does do a momolo mean? So when we were all gaming and having to carry on, Momolo insulted me, and I had my gamer instincts came out, and I instantly, without zero hesitation, replied, "Nick yourself." But it's a gamer term. I don't actually mean it, okay?
So wait, when she says that though, that it's a gamer term and you don't actually mean it, do you think she actually means it? Do you think she actually means it, Anal? Do you really think she does? I'd say no, but even if she did, I ain't reading all this. I ain't reading all this slop because you're just here to cry. But then you get some of the usual suspects, okay? You get some of the usual suspects coming out here to defend them. just so we're on the same page here, this is a corporate talent telling a trans woman to become a statistic. Blatant and violent transphobia. No matter how much you dislike someone, to make such a violent statement is beyond inappropriate and shouldn't be accepted. Oh, well, you know what shouldn't be accepted? Defaming a company. Defaming a bunch of people, calling them pedos and transphobes out the gate. That shouldn't be accepted. This article should be grounds enough for Violor to come out here and go like, you know what? We're going to sue the shit out of you because you only did this because, again, you didn't get hired. That's the only reason this article exists at all, is because they didn't get hired because they're losers. Yeah. I really hope this shows people that this company genuinely has a problem with its talents being bigoted, and I can only imagine how much worse it is behind the scenes. Really disappointed with VTubing today. This is genuinely so gross and beyond cruel. I don't really give a crap. I agree to the owner of the corpo should step in and fire her. I think she is the owner. I could be wrong though. What else? Oh, we got Bent. Hi, Benty boy. How's your life? I heard that you're also probably going through your own legal proceedings right now. But trans VTubers like Anne and Nyara don't have the luxury of a vast influencer network designed to browbeat people. If even a single 0 follower stranger leaves a horrible comment. Instead, they have to risk gaslighting and further harassment by calling other creators with actual, I don't even know what you had to say there. You could have showed the whole thing. Oh wait, I have the whole thing right here. Harassment by calling out creators with actual, again, show more. We need to show more. Then try to create a chilling effect where they tell themselves there is no limit to what they have coming, because even if the trans person is objectively receiving more harassment, they can just imagine the trans person was secretly hoping to do worse because they're trans. Well, you were trying to do worse. I'm sorry, you were. You tried to cancel the company. You went after Kirsha. You were an objectively awful human being. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. I take it back. You are vile monsters. All of you. You come out here and act the victim when you cause all this to yourself. You bring this all on to yourself, and then you sit there crying like a literal proverbial bitch. Well, Violor has lost my support now, because there's no way we can continue to let ish like this slide. You weren't even supporting him to begin with. What else do we have? Oh, we have this one. How are you pro-sex worker and transphobic? Like, genuinely, well, help you game in and become part of a statistic. What the F do agencies even allow such creators in their spaces? She's the owner of the agency, so that explains why. She is? Bro, well, if she's the owner, she should probably go out there and actually sue Anna. She should sue Vice. She should sue Anna. She should get rid of them, because this article is still up here. It's still here. It's still filled with all the inaccuracies, all the defamation, all the slander. Like, it's all right there. Easy W's right there. But hey, we're not gonna do that. Imagine having the accent being from Scotland, literally the highest rate of trans acceptance and progressiveness in the UK, and being a phobe, LMAO. Like, bish, no one's taking you saying stuff like, I don't know if these are true. Jesus, you're the one that's pushing this, or some pish. Seriously, like, pick a struggle. Why? What the hell? What the hell? Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't really care. I don't care. Cry all you want, because you have Bent here out here. Also, you're promoting Bent, Anna. More slander. Oh no. Oh look, who else is here? Oh look, who else is here? I think it's crazy how normalized it is to tell trans people to become a statistic, and when we call it out, we just get harassed and bullied into silence. You're all monsters. Like, legitimately, All of you are harassment monsters. You try to destroy other people for perceived wrongdoings that they've never done to you, but your whole goal is to cancel them, ruin their lives, ruin their reputations, try to destroy them, spread defamation all around the place, and then cry when you get called out. I don't want to hear it. I literally don't want to hear it. I think you are some of the most awful people in existence and should be kicked off of all platforms. I'm done playing these stupid little games with these people. They are just monsters. That's it. End of discussion. Niara tried to literally destroy Kirsha. All three of them, Anal Violence, Niara, and Bent, all tried to destroy Kirsha for the wrongdoing of being right-leaning. That's it. For the crime of just being right-leaning, they decided that it'd be a smart idea to try to end Kirsha, get rid of her, destroy her, cancel her beyond cancellation. And now I'm sitting here having to cry because somebody who you also try to cancel, again, the article is right here. You guys could read through it all. It is filled with just insanity. Another person who you try to cancel said some mean things to you. So now you're trying to cancel them again? Piss off. And then I have this from Ardry, where I think they put it just so succinctly. And I don't even know who this person is. Texas VTuber, cosplayer, and baker. Okay. Anna Valens likes to act like a victim, but honestly, one of the worst people I've seen in the VTuber space. Actively makes things worse for LGBT creators by virtue of their content being as incendiary and mean-spirited as it is. Facts. I have nothing but love for Vialore because the ladies have been some of the kindest and nicest people I've spoken or interacted with. It's been awesome to see the organization further, and their third gen will only be a continuation of that success. I'm pretty sure Feifei is actually joining Vialore, which is a monumental success for Feifei. Feifei's been very indie for this long period of time, and now is joining a company that she's pretty much built for her. All lewd tubers belong there. If you want to be a part of it, go on ahead. Have fun with that one. All the while, Anna will seethe and scream and wonder why no one takes them and their cohort Niara seriously. The day they leave the VTuber sphere will be a great day for everyone else, which is a fact. Let's be real here. It is a monumental fact. Those people, Bent, or whatever his real name is. I can't remember his real name because they discovered his actual VTubing account. But Bent, Niara, Aina, all of those people, the moment they leave VTubing, the scene will be so much better. They are nothing more than activist twat nuggets that want to shape it in their own image because they view the rise of Kirsha and anybody they dislike as being nothing more than a destruction and the rise of Nazism. They are willing to go out there and try to destroy everybody, all for the wrongdoing of, I didn't get hired in Vialore because I sound too much like a man, so now I'm going to call them a pedo company. That's literally what this article was. That is what started this all. And from there, we've had the cascade failure and abject, disgusting rise of these three lunatics that need to just get legitimately be kicked off of all platforms. I have no love in my heart. I don't like deplatforming, but quite frankly, these three people are just so fucking awful. I don't know what else to do with them. They are all monsters of the highest regard, and you're right, Cloud, it is Liam. Liam, Anna, and Niara are the worst of the worst out there. They try to go out there and act like everybody else is much worse than them. Newsflash, you are the problem here. Nobody else is worse than you. You tried to destroy people for the sole reason that they are on the right or they disagree with you. That's it. That's it. There is no compromise. There is no ability to actually have genuine conversations with you. You are just awful and need to kick rocks for all I care. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I don't care if you got your fifis hurt because somebody decided to say some mean things to you. At the end of the day, you probably needed to hear it, but that's my take on it all. I am so tired of these people. Like, they're literally, this whole thing, it took me forever to get through both these things because Anal Violence can't clip a fucking video to save their goddamn life. Holy shit, these are the people we're going up against. These vile scumbags. God damn it, I want them to just kick rocks and be gone. Just leave the world behind. Nobody likes you. Nobody does. And I'm gonna be real clear here. I have somebody muted who follows me, apparently likes some of the things I say. I muted him because he's a disingenuous twat. Nitwit. He's disingenuous up the wazoo. And it took him having 6 men on a goddamn stream to even attempt to debunk anything that was said by Leaflet and Niera during that whole debate discussion. I have no respect for those. If you are defending Niera, anal violence, or Bent at all, I have zero respect for you in the slightest. None whatsoever. They are objectively awful human beings. Just awful. The worst of the worst. There is no defending their actions. And it says more about you if you want to defend them than anybody else. I muted a few people that followed me. Dude. I'll tell you who I muted. I muted, if I can pull him up. Maybe I can find him. Might not be able to find him. Whoa, did the account, wait, what? No. That's not the same person. Because I'm not finding the same. I'm not finding the same account. But Dawn of Everything, if you guys find that account or see that account, I have him muted. He follows me. He likes some of my stuff from time to time. Dude defends Niera on a regular fucking basis, and it's wild. Like, I had to mute him. It is just objectively insane. Like, next level insanity. Did I say congrats? So typed for. Anyways, that's what I have for tonight on these topics. I need to throw the videos together real quick. I have a couple of videos I need to throw together. Some of them, there will be a few out tomorrow. Probably more of them will be out throughout the week. We'll see. Streaming though, real quick before I end tonight and raid into somebody I don't know yet. Streaming, stream tonight, stream tomorrow, stream Wednesday. Thursday, we have Anime Odyssey, and we'll be talking about Gachiko with Adam and all them, so check that out. Friday, we're playing Repo again with Dom, because it's his favorite game, and, well, he's begging, okay? I really wanted Last Friday to be the end of it, but he's begging. So we'll play Repo this Friday, so check that out. And then Saturday, I don't want to, but I have to play more Resident Evil. I actually have to play it. I have to get past Mr. X. I have to do the stuff. I have to actually succeed. But I don't want to because I don't like horror games. But oh, fuck me. I have to do it. I have to. I hate it. I have to. But that's at least the game plan for right now. So stay tuned. More to come is what we're gonna say there. But let's get set up to raid. Who we gotta raid into? Maury, Jelly, Jay's streaming, Gary's streaming, Beardo. Let's do Beardo. Let's raid into Beardo, because shout out Beardo. Beardo's awesome. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a lovely night. Have a lovely day wherever it is in the world that you guys might be at, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.